It's now time for the morning show on XL7-TV.
Good morning and welcome to the morning show on XL7-TV.
Whoop, whoop.
All right, that's
There
how
it
we
is.
start the show.
Yes. Yesterday we had two of them because we had to play that one. But, well, no, that was the day before.
That was Tuesday.
Tuesday.
On
that was
Tuesday.
Right. That was right.
And he was right and I was wrong. It happens. Not often.
I'm going to record that part right there, and it's going to play it back and over and over and over.
That's okay. I am a man that can admit when he's wrong.
There you go. There you go.
I'm not one of those that haul around. I'll take... What are they?
I'll eat crow. How's that?
Yeah, there
eat
you
crow.
go. I'll eat the crow.
There you go.
It's no problem. Thank you for joining us this morning. We always like to start off with something weird. And
We usually do. We usually do.
Right. But normally it's the morning prayer, right?
Yeah, we probably should go that direction.
Yeah, it's brought to you by Roller Funeral Home. With all our respect, they have 29 in the state, one in Memphis, Tennessee. We sure do appreciate them in our time of need when we lose a loved one. It's not an easy thing to go through, even if you know what's coming. You know, for a long time, I knew my dad was going to pass. He had lung cancer, dementia, but you'd never prepared for the actual day.
Yeah.
You know, and but he
it's
did.
It's tough
it's
either
yeah.
way. I mean, there's times that, I think, well, I'd rather not have known and it'd have been a sudden thing. And because that knowing for a long time beforehand can dwell on you just as bad.
It does. It stresses you out.
It does.
Mm-hmm.
But then, something happens to somebody and, that you love and it happens real fast. You're like, oh, I wish I would have had time to. So you're kind of been torn between the two. I get it.
Yeah.
But
any day above ground is a good day.
You're still going to end up at Roller Funeral Home.
You're still going to, yeah. And he had a plan. That's, what I was saying, is he had a plan in place. He was born and raised in Mena, Arkansas, and already had a plot near his dad and his mom.
There you go.
And so I already knew the church. The church was already set up, the funeral parlor, all of that stuff was set up years ago. And so basically all I had to do was transport him down there, and we followed, and everything was ready for us. We didn't have to do anything.
Sure makes a bad situation a little bit easier.
A little bit easier, definitely. And with that, we'll pause for the morning prayer. Dear Lord, I just want to thank you for everything that we have. Thank you for this beautiful country, this beautiful area we live in. Thank you for the many blessings that you have given us, even though we seem to be squandering a lot of them. We just hope that you'll forgive us for our sins and watch over us as, the country goes through its division. I think a lot of that is due to certain people, and if you could just touch them on the shoulder and maybe remind them of who we are and that we are a country of one. Everybody loves it here. It's not as bad as they want to make it to be, and we just appreciate you standing by us. And this I pray, amen.
Amen.
Amen. Roller Funeral Home, with all our respect. Give them a call, 870-425-2161. If you've never been out there, go up 5 North right there by Caney Baker Road. You'll see the biggest flag you've ever seen in your life flying over their property there. And go in and talk to them about pre-need service. It's good to have a plan in place.
True.
Very true. With that, we'll take a short break for Bob and Linda Zadora's Don't Leave You Hanging commercial.
There you go. Be right back.
Ever been in a cave before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the car!
How will we?
The car! Your offer has been accepted. Ever bought a house before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the closing.
But how will we?
The closing!
He says, I just got a sale. I'm out.
I'm out. I'm
That's
gone.
it. I'm done. You
gone.
said yes.
You said yes. We're done.
Nope, that's not the end of it. And Bob and Linda Zadora know that, and they will take care of you.
That is just the beginning.
That is just the beginning.
It really is. All
Yeah.
the steps that's got to be taken and everything that's got to happen. And that's the thing. A lot of people don't realize what happens behind the scenes.
A lot of work.
Yes.
A lot of the title company work. If there's a mortgage still on the place, getting the information to make sure that the correct people are paid off. I don't even know, but I know it's a lot.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
The easy part is finding the house that you love, and then the hard part comes into play. All the paperwork that has to be done. There's a lot of I's that need to be dotted, a lot of T's that need to be crossed, and you don't want to be left with somebody that's not going to do the work.
Yep.
That's going to leave it to somebody else, and then your closing gets pushed off because some paperwork wasn't done, right?
And then depending on the type of loan the person that's buying your house has, you may have to do a bunch of steps just to get it
That's
to where it's
exactly right.
approved and okay to go through.
Yep.
And, you don't want to waste a bunch of money doing a bunch of things you don't need to do, but there's things that you're going to have to do. This is where Bob and Linda step in, and it's like, all right, listen, these are the things that got to be done.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do this. You're wasting money. You ain't going to get anything for it. That they will help walk you through every step and everything that needs to go on.
That's right. And hire professionals that have a commitment to excellence and that will
Yes.
take care of you before, during, and after the sale. So with that, I mean, I think we did good on that one.
There you go.
We did real good, didn't we?
Myself on the.
All right,
Here,
let's
I'll
take a look. Let's take a look at the White River, brought to you by Bob and Linda Zadora of the Z Team. Oh my goodness,
Woohoo!
this is
I'm
magnificent.
going to switch over to the other camera
Go
real quick
for it.
because it is on a really beautiful shot right now.
Look how beautiful,
I
green,
know.
God's country. See, we are blessed to live here. Thank you, Lord, for the many blessings you bestow upon us. And thank you, Bob and Linda Zadora, for having these cameras set up to just show how beautiful the Ozarks is, this Twin Lakes area that we live in. You can go to retiredarkansas.net and you can find these these cameras. And the still shot of Carter, Arkansas, amazing. They have these multiple ones now that zoom into different areas. My favorite is Scooter Mountain off in the distance. Well, second favorite, the one over there to the right. When it hits that one, if it does, while we're still talking.
It will. It should.
Yeah.
It's just moved in, but I hadn't done the zoomed
Right
in
there.
part.
I love that shot. Looking down over the river, the separation to the island, the sun. That's where the sun comes up and it starts to glow a beautiful golden yellow. It's just absolutely amazing. Go to retiredarkansas.net. Find this view. Find their listings. They do the MLS listings. They are also licensed in Missouri. So the view of the Twin Lakes area is a plentiful, and if you want to find something.
There you go, right here.
There it is, right there.
That is a beautiful shot.
Yeah, it is.
I'm going fishing. You go ahead and finish the show. I'm done.
Okay, we'll just, you know what? Let's just put on a video. We out. Sorry.
We're out. We're putting on a video for the rest of the show. We're done.
It's going to be a beautiful day. That's to look at your weather. Give Bob and Linda Zadora a call at 870-405-0793 for realtors you'd recommend to a friend. And like I said, go to their website at retiredarkansas.net. Find a view of the beautiful Carter, Arkansas. It's just amazing. I can't think of a better place I could be living right now, right?
I agree 100%.
Yes, we're in agreement with that. Let's take a look at your weather of the beautiful Twin Lakes area. And right in Mountain Home, Arkansas, we have 66 degrees. Harrison 67, Batesville 70, Yellville 68, Marshall 66, Salem 63. Looks like they've got little sprinkles. Mountain View 66, Calico Rock 66, West Plains 63, little sprinkles. Springfield, Missouri at 60, Poplar Bluff 66, little sprinkles. St. Louis, Missouri at 62. Well, they've beat us all. All right, there we go. Look at the National Weather Radar. Shows some pretty heavy activity across the central part of the states here. Kansas
Just
into
north of
Missouri.
us.
Look at how it starts to dissipate at the line, though.
Yeah, don't cross that line.
We have a magic line, I promise you, here in Arkansas, that if it's coming from the north, it does not enter into Arkansas. Arkansas says no. Northern Idaho has some heavy activity across the East Coast. Look at that stretch all the way up into Maine, down to Virginia. There's some heavy activity going on over there. Let's zoom into Arkansas and Missouri.
Yeah, see
And you
what's
can
going
see
through here.
Kansas City has some activity right now. No, that was a little earlier, sorry. It always starts at 6 a.m. There we go, 7.
So it's going
Looks
through
like-
about Jefferson City,
Yep.
right south of there.
Right. And then it hits the line, and watch it start to boop, boop, boop. There it goes. See how it breaks up?
What's the time right now?
That's at noon. That's at 1.
Okay,
So
we could see a little bit at
a
1,
little
maybe.
something, and it'll show a little bit here when we do the 7-day forecast. Tropical outlook, it looks like, look at the activity down here across South America. It looks like 90% chance of tropical storms. Fiona is over Bermuda right now. It's a Category 4 hurricane. It doesn't look like it's going to make anywhere near us.
No, it looks like it kind of curved and it's going east.
Yeah. So tropical outlook is basically in the Atlantic Ocean. We're not going to have to worry about that. National weather radar for the country of, let's see, flood watch still in the 4 corner states. It looks like they have a frost advisory in North Dakota. Old Arkansas and Missouri is looking pretty good. Look at off the coast here. They have gale warnings because of that hurricane going through. So even though it might not reach the East Coast, they still can have very heavy wind. So, you just be mindful of it if you live on the coast. 7-day forecast. There we go today. So you have a slight chance of showers at 20%, a high of 71. Looks like that'll be off in the afternoon.
I was wondering if we were going to, they weren't calling really for any chances, but anytime you jump from a 95-degree high down to a 71, usually there's something in there pushing that.
Yep.
And it wouldn't surprise me don't get a little bit.
I think so. I think maybe we might get a little drizzle, but, just
it won't
dampen the mood. It won't get hairy.
I knew that word was coming.
Right. Tonight, decreasing clouds, low of 57. So it's not going to last long. Friday, sunny, high of 78. Friday night, partly cloudy, low of 63. Saturday, mostly sunny, high of 89. Saturday night, it looks like partly cloudy with a slight chance of thunderstorms, low of 62. Man, camping weather. Sunday, sunny, high of 82. Sunday night, clear, low of 53. Buddy, that's put on a hoodie and set by a fire, isn't it?
That is. That's nice.
Monday, sunny, high of 77. Pollen count today is none for tree pollen. Grass pollen today is high. Ragweed is high. Tomorrow, very high. North Fork Lake water level, 554.56. Level is 2.56 feet above full pool, which isn't bad. That's probably why they're not generating any.
Yep.
They say why. 5 feet's nothing. Bull Shoals Lake water level, 658.55. Level is 0.45 feet above full pool. They are generating 1. So not too bad. Still a good idea to wear a life vest on the river, though. That is a look at your weather brought to you by the Z Team, Bob and Linda Zadora. Give them a call, 870-405-0793. Go to retiredarkansas.net, find their listings, find the MLS listings, find all kinds of information on their newly revamped website. It's very user-friendly.
It's a nice site.
Yeah, very user-friendly. With that, we'll take another break, and we'll come back with some community news.
Be right back.
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever known?
We always go somewhere. Now we're back.
Now we're back.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. And the Mountain Home Parks and Recreation are having their fishing game derby, the 7th annual fishing derby.
This Saturday, isn't it?
Yeah, this Saturday. It'll be from 9 to 12 p.m. That's at McCabe Park. If you don't know where that is, go out to like you're going to Ultimate and just the road before, take a left and you'll go back there to McCabe Park. Beautiful pond, beautiful park area. They got a nice walking trail now. And they're going to have hot dogs for the kids, right? Yep, hot dogs for the kids.
It'll be a good time.
Yeah, it's a free event.
There's a lot of kids that go to that. That's awesome.
Just bring your own fishing pole. Bring your own fishing pole. The Buckaroo Ball is this Saturday also. Quite a bit
That's
going
right.
on.
There's a lot going on this Saturday.
It's Yellowstone meets Mountain Home, and that's Saturday, September 24th from 6 to 10 p.m. at Stone Creek Ranch. If you want to buy a ticket, give the Baxter Regional Medical Center a call at 870-508-1779, or you can go to baxterregional.org/Buckaroo Ball. And so it's coming up is next month, October 1st, the 17th Annual Veterans Appreciation and Outreach Picnic. That's going to be at Arkansas State University in Mountain Home. Like I said, that's October 1st at 11 a.m. All veterans, active military, and their families are invited to celebrate with free food, beverages, camaraderie, and lots of door prizes. At 11 a.m., there'll be an opening ceremony with the Star Spangled Banner performed by Leanne Jackson, and 11 to 1 performance by the Katie Laney Project. Be a lot of fun. They have a lot of people go to that. A lot of veterans.
They do. We had them on the other day talking about some of that. Ooh, they got a lot of people that go.
Definitely.
And that's awesome. It's great for the community, and it's great for all the vets and stuff that are out there.
Yep. And there's just one more. The Friends of the Marion County Library will be hosting a book, bake, and yard sale Thursday through Saturday at the Yellville VFW Legion Hut, located across from Razorback Ribs on Highway 62. Hundreds of books, audiobooks, and DVDs from a variety of genres will be on sale, ranging in prices from 25 cents to $2. It's a bargain. The event will feature a variety of yard sale treasures and a silent auction with bids taken through noon on Saturday. Friday is Soup Day with homemade chili and soups available for takeout or dining in. Saturday is the famous $2 bag sale with all the books you can fit into a grocery bag for only $2. But, still go today and tomorrow because you might miss some books.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the good ones are going to be gone.
Right. But you can still get a bargain on Saturday. Homemade baked goods sales. Baked goods will be available each day. And that, like I said, starts today, 10 to 5, Friday, 9 to 5, and Saturday, 9 to 1. For more info, call 870-449-6015. That's a look
Good
at
stuff's going to go quick. Get
Yes,
out
sir.
there.
That's right.
It's like the yard sale. If you don't get up early and go to the yard sale, the good stuff's going to be gone.
That's true. When we had our yard sale, buddy, the first hours when stuff moved out.
Oh, quick.
Yeah. We had a lady come in, and she called a friend and said, hey, you got to come to this yard sale. He was there within 5 minutes and spent $150. That's a lot.
I was given
sale.
advice on a yard sale. So if you're going to start at like 8 in the morning, post that you're starting at like 9 or 10, because people will come
They'll
couple hours
yeah.
ahead of time and start as you're getting stuff out, wanting to look for. You mind if I look? You might. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
There you go.
All right, let's take a break. When we come back, we're going to have Tim Burnley of the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out of town, make sure your pet is with someone who will love them as much as you do. At 201 Pet Salon and Resort, your pet is cared for just as they would be at home. 201 Pet Salon and Resort is the only all-suite climate-controlled and air-filtered boarding facility in the area with private and spacious rooms to keep your pet relaxed. And with over 3/4 of an acre of fenced play area, your pet will receive the proper exercise they deserve. 201 also offers professional grooming services. Your best friend is in good hands at 201 Pet Salon and Resort in Mountain Home.
Are you looking for the best barbecue in 2 states?
Holy smokes!
Want the meatiest fall-off-the-bone ribs?
Holy smokes!
The most tender and delicious pulled pork?
Holy smokes!
The tastiest brisket in the Ozarks?
Holy smokes!
Holy Smokes Barbecue and Catering is the only place you need to go. Dine in, carry out, and the best food for your next catered event.
Holy smokes!
We're your mountain home for great barbecue cooking.
Holy smokes!
A higher calling for your taste buds.
Jim Brown Company keeps you cool when it's hot and warm when it's not. A trusted name in the mountain home community, Jim Brown Company provides timely heating and cooling installation and repairs. Our certified technicians incorporate new technology on every job to provide you with the most advanced services. At our metal fabrication shop, we handle projects big and small. We've created everything from commercial ducts to custom designs.
I'd recommend Jim Brown Company to my friends and neighbors. The reason being they have high-tech equipment. Their service techs are well qualified for the job that they do, and they also send me a report after all the work is done so I know exactly what my unit's doing.
By visiting our showroom, you can learn all about our heating and cooling products. We'll educate you on your options and help you decide on the right solution. For total comfort at your home or business, choose Jim Brown Company. Quality service with a family name since 1964.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. We appreciate you watching. Our guest is Tim Burnley of the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission.
Glad to be back, guys.
Yeah, good morning, and how are you?
Good. Exciting time of year for game and fish.
Most definitely.
Yep.
So you're based here in this region, the North Central Arkansas?
I have statewide responsibility, but I work out of our Mountain Home office.
Okay, very good. So there, I had this pulled up, Stream Habitat Coordinator. And on the Arkansas Game and Fish Stream Habitat Program, there's more than 90,000 miles of streams lace the natural state. From the mighty Arkansas River to the small creeks you can jump across, these rivers, streams, bayous, creeks, and springs provide millions of hours of recreational activity, millions of gallons of drinking water, water for irrigation and industry, and millions of dollars of income to the state and its citizens. And because of that, we need people like you to make sure that anybody near a river or a stream does things correctly.
Right. Business is always good. I mean, if you look at the population distribution of Arkansans, I would probably say, close to 90% of Arkansans live pretty close to water. Mm-hmm. Whether it's the Arkansas River or White River or what we're blessed with up here with the lakes, people gravitate to water. For
yes,
sure.
They do. Yep.
And that's can be a blessing and can be a curse at times. Yes.
Well, we always show the shot of the White River, and Bob and Linda Zadora live on a big bluff above it. But the people that live down on the river, sometimes they have soil erosion and they don't know what to do, so they call you.
Right.
Yeah.
We're always there to try to answer. We have a strong emphasis right now on education. A lot of people move in and they don't know what to do or not to do, and sometimes they create their own problems.
Sure.
So we'd like to get better at reaching those people before they have to call and say, "Help, my riverbank's falling off," and give them some advice on managing their property.
Right.
Of course, everybody that moves here wants to see the river from their house.
Yeah.
And
I would love it.
Certainly understand that, but that can come with some issues if you don't do that correctly.
Sure. And Scooter's talked about that. He's got a kind of an issue where it builds up and then goes away and then builds up again, and
right.
Having a plan in place that will keep it the same all the time, right, Scooter?
Yeah, it changes depending on it. every time it floods, you're going to either have bank, don't have bank. It all changes. I mean, it doesn't necessarily cut it out every time. I mean, it's built a heck of a bank. We had a nice, beautiful sandbar thing going on for a while. And I was like, this is nice. And the next time it all went away.
Well, you know, rivers are dynamic systems, and they do move. Up here in the Ozarks, you know, they move from one side of the valley to the other, and have for years. You see the channel scars and old channels out there, but we as people, we don't like that. We want them to stay where where they were when we built, and you know, if we've got a boat dock, we don't want gravel around that boat dock so we can't get out. And but Mother Nature usually has a way of winning those battles.
Yeah.
So.
What kind of banks projects do you have going on? What areas?
We just completed one at Bayless Island below the 62 bridge there on the White. We've got a project coming up at Big Spring, and then we're gonna go down to Sylamore and do it's erosion control, but it also provides some bank fishing access for folks. We've got one at Sylamore on the White, and then we've got 2 of those to do down on the Little Red.
Yeah.
We've got several contractors in the area that are also working with landowners to do projects, and you know, we try to work with those guys to help them do things the right way.
Yeah, it's pretty commonplace that they'll get in contact with you before they start a project.
Typically, I know most work that's going on the White before it starts.
Sure.
We've talked to either the landowner or the contractor. I get surprised every once in a while, but I've been here since '04, so no, not too often anymore.
Well, that's good. It's always good to have you guys come in to make sure they're doing things correctly. You don't want them to mess up the stream or the river.
Right.
Yeah.
We try to guide them through the permit process so that they have those, and help them with their plans. And we do provide up to 20 loads of rock for each landowner if they go with the plans that we develop. So that's a cost savings.
Probably
It's
a
a
big
big
cost
cost
savings.
savings. Yeah.
And I mean, why wouldn't you go with the plan that you guys draw up?
Right.
You've been doing this for many years. You know what you're doing.
We like to think so.
I would like to think so.
Yeah, some people may not agree, but yeah, we like to think so.
Well, everybody's got their opinion, right?
Right.
Even if it's wrong.
Right.
Well, a good deal. Now, you said while we were at commercial that bow season starts Saturday.
Yeah, this is exciting. You know, for game and fish in the fall, things get going really strong on the hunting side of things. We had dove season that kicked off Labor Day weekend, and now we've got bow season kicking off this weekend. I think bear season opened maybe last weekend in several of our zones, so that's ongoing. We had our private lands alligator hunt started last Friday, but yeah, deer bow season starts this Saturday morning. Weather looks like it's going to warm up a little bit, but it does look like maybe some cooler mornings coming next week.
Right.
And then that leads us, you know, right into muzzleloader season starts on the 15th.
Okay. I've never
of
shot a
October.
muzzleloader.
So
Yeah.
David, you want to go alligator hunting with me?
I was about to touch back on that. That's probably more in the southern part of the state, right?
that is, and the public land alligator hunting is a draw, just like our elk or our deer WMA permits. They do have some limited private land opportunity. It's a quota system. Everybody calls in when they harvest one, and once they meet that zone quota, then that hunt is closed.
Right. So does that have to be set up way ahead of time? You probably got a lot of people that want to do that, and
Yeah, for the private land, you need a landowner that's willing to let you
Sure.
come in. The permit, I don't remember exactly what month. I know deer permits are usually like May or June, so I think the gator permits, you apply for them somewhere during that time frame. But just keep an eye on the website, and you'll see that when those permit applications
I
come
applied
out.
for one of them public ones. I actually had a chance to maybe go this year, and I applied for it. I didn't get one. I was a little disappointed.
right.
That would have been the first time
I think I
doing
remember.
alligator hunting. I'd love that.
We had talked about that. It was good to try to get one as soon as possible because they go fast.
Right.
And then you're going to have to know somebody with the private land to be able to.
Right.
Now, does the Arkansas Game and Fish get in connection with those private landowners to put you together? You have a permit, but you don't know somebody?
Typically, the permits that you apply for, that's just a random draw process,
Sure.
and that's for public ground. We have a lot down in the lower Arkansas River complex, and then on Lake Millwood. So that's public ground. If you draw one of those permits, then you have a place to go.
Yeah.
For the private land, you have to get in contact, and we do have some people that work in those areas.
Yeah.
That know people down there that will let folks come in and hunt.
Yeah, because it's all in who you know nowadays, right?
A lot of times.
Yeah, most definitely. All right, it's almost 7:30. We're going to take a break, and we're going to come back with more info from the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission.
Diatley Dental Care is a family-owned dental practice. Doctors Irvin and Christina Diatley grew up in the Twin Lakes area and are proud to serve the community. With modern treatment methods and state-of-the-art technology, they are dedicated to providing exemplary care to patients of all ages. Our compassionate team consistently receives training above and beyond the standard of care.
We're changing the way you see dentistry.
Come be a part of our dental family.
Overhead Door, a garage door company that has been with your family from the beginning, through all the ups and downs of life. From the small repairs to making your vision a reality. Overhead Door, your trusted garage door expert since 1921. Be sure you're getting the genuine, the original overhead door service.
Call Overhead Door Company of North Arkansas today in Mountain Home. Scrap Daddy's Metals is a full-service scrap recycling center accepting your scrap metals for recycling, paying you top dollar for all of your recyclable metals. They even buy cars and catalytic converters. Give them a call today at 870-424-6120 or visit them at 2821 Highway 5 North in Mountain Home. At Letty's Mexican Restaurant, we are here to keep you safe during these difficult times, as well as serve you the best Mexican food in the area. That's why we've installed a convenient pickup window for all your to-go and pickup orders, as well as a covered outdoor seating area. Give us a call at 870-435-2532 to order your next meal. And don't forget, Letty's also provides catering for small parties or big events. Experience the best in Mexican cuisine. Letty's in Gassville. Close to Lake Norfolk and a short journey to Jordan County Line Liquor is your destination for all your refreshment needs. They offer the widest variety of all your wines, beers, and liquors with the cleanest atmosphere and the largest selection in the area. Not sure what to get? Ask Jordan County Line Liquor's friendly and knowledgeable staff for an expert recommendation you can't go wrong with. Also, don't forget about the Smoker's Den for all your smoking and accessory needs. That's Jordan County Line Liquor, close to Lake Norfolk, located on Highway 177 in Jordan, Arkansas.
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Our guest is Tim Burnley of the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. We were talking about all the seasons, all the hunting seasons that are opening up. One's going to be deer season, and I know, right?
Do you go deer hunting?
I don't really hunt.
Oh,
the only hunting that I've done is like fishing a barrel, where we went over to Kansas for pheasant hunting and show me birds.
Right.
And
right.
While you're having lunch, they go put the birds out in the fields and in the tree lines, and you go hunt them up with professional dogs.
That's a good time too.
It is a good time. It's a lot of fun.
That. Well, I've got to take you deer hunting.
You're right.
You got to go out there.
The first and last time I went deer hunting, it was 5 a.m. We were sitting in a deer stand, freezing, and finally the light came, and we sat another hour and a half, and nothing happened. So we got down, we start walking, and we're on one of these four-wheeler trails. And we're freezing, and this deer walks right in front of us, and we just stood there and watched it walk right on by. We're just like, you go ahead, bud. We're going back to the house. It was so cold. But I guess I don't know anything about this, but there's CWD in Arkansas. That's chronic wasting disease. And
anybody that's going out hunting this year, we've had CWD or chronic wasting disease for a few years now. It's slowly spreading across the state, so there were some additions to the particularly the Tier 2 areas, one in South Arkansas and one up in Northeast Arkansas. So if you're going out, go to the website. There's some specific regulations that apply to those tiers that it would probably be good for you to know before you headed out into the woods.
Yeah, I chose February 16th is when it was first discovered. Later testing determined that the disease has likely been in the state for decades before being detected. And so since the first detection, AGFC has sampled and tested over 42,000 white-tailed deer and elk from around the state.
And we do offer free testing for people if they kill a deer and have concerns and want to make sure it's free of that disease before they eat it. We've got locations set up around the state. There's one at our office here in Mountain Home on the square. They're just freezers. All the paperwork and stuff's inside of them. You pull up, you put your head in the bag, you fill out that information, and we'll take them and get them tested and get back with you and let you know.
It's really simple, guys. I get all mine tested, so if
Just
I shoot
in
a deer,
case, yeah.
yes. And literally, it's that simple. You take the head up there. There's bags already there. Put the head in the bag. It's got a little card thing you fill out, so they got your information. You throw it into the cooler. Week or two later, you can go online, look it up. It'll be on there, whether it passed or whatever. It's really simple, but it gives you peace of mind.
Sure.
It really does. At least me, it does. I mean, they say it's not supposed to hurt humans, but to me, it's kind of early in the process. I'm getting them tested.
Right. I would too. When you pull that map back up, you can see it's kind of strange how it's in the southern part of the state, Tier 2, so it's not as heavy of a concentration.
There was a deer found positive down on Felsenthal National Wildlife Refuge down in the south part of the state. I may be wrong, but I think there was just one. They did some other testing, but it was enough to put that into the Tier 1, or
Tier
sorry,
2,
that's the Tier 2.
And then the Randolph County.
And then Randolph County
kind of jumped there too.
It jumped over there. So
and your Tier 1s, I guess the most severe areas are Carroll, Boone, Madison,
Right.
Newton, and Searcy.
I'm not sure. I know as of like last year, there hadn't actually been one found in Baxter County.
Oh, wow.
But there had been one found within like 2 or 3 miles of the border, so that prompted us to put Baxter County.
Put it back, yeah.
Put the bring up that other little map that showed that one there.
Distribution that shows
kind of
deer and elk.
Zoom into our area just a little bit up there if you can. There you go. And that way it kind of show you where there's
like
one right there.
Right there on the river, yeah.
Yeah.
So they did add one. I knew about the one in the very south part that was just over in Searcy County. So, but yeah, there's some.
Just one in Independence, one in Van Buren, but it puts you on the map. One in Randolph.
Several regulation changes. Probably one I'd look at that could affect a lot of hunters is transportation of meat and bones and stuff between these zones. There's some regulations where you have to debone your meat. You can't bring any bone across those lines, and that's an easy one to forget about. I hunt in Bradley County, down in that southern zone that just turned hot, so that's gonna be a change for us. I can't just throw a front shoulder in a cooler and drive it back across the state to Mountain Home. I'm going to have to debone that while I'm there.
Yeah, and discard of that.
And discard of that in that.
Where
in
would
that
you
zone.
throw that away?
We've got a spot at our camp where we typically haul everything, but as long as you're still in that zone, then you're good to dispose of it.
Okay.
Just another thing that comes up a lot while you're talking about disposal is it's now illegal in the state of Arkansas to dispose of carcasses in waterways. I know that had become kind of popular a few years ago. People would pull up to a creek or a bridge
and toss it into the creek.
Toss their carcass into that creek or bridge, but that's now illegal in our state to do that. So find a spot on private ground, ground you hunt on or ground you own to go out and dispose of that stuff.
Yeah. I wouldn't know why. What would you make think of the benefit of throwing it into a waterway?
I don't know.
It just
you can't
washes
figure out,
away and you never see it again?
You can't figure out how people think.
Yeah.
A lot of times out of sight, out of mind.
Right. It's like the tires you find in a river.
Right.
You know, what made them throw a tire in the river?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I know they were encouraging people for a while not to be having the deer feeders and different things out because it was bringing too many deer together licking in one spot, and that's what will help spread this throughout. Is that still the case?
Yeah, especially piling, like putting a pile of corn or a pile of bran. I mean, you know, there'll be a lot of acorns under a tree, but they're kind of scattered. Salt licks are especially bad, you know, just that nose-to-nose contact. And one of the regulations is you know, you're only allowed to hunt over feed now from like September the 1st to December the 31st. So it did kind of reduce that period. Used to you could bait all year if you wanted to, but for deer now you've got to, you know, bait in that time zone and then time frame and then take everything up after, you know, when that's over.
Yeah. Now, chronic wasting disease, the name kind of says it all, but explain to people that are watching that don't have a clue what chronic wasting disease does to a deer. Once they catch it, I mean, is there a certain amount of time before it kills them?
I'm not a wildlife biologist. I'll do my best. I've been around it some. It's caused by a prion, which is like a mutated gene, and so it's very difficult to get rid of it. Like the incineration temperature to kill it is extremely, extremely high. It's been known to be in elk for maybe like 60 years now.
Wow.
And the original site, they did a bunch of dirt work and tried to haul soil off and everything, but they can still find it in that soil over there. So it's very resilient.
Yeah.
It makes them, just like it says, kind of waste away. You'll see them out just kind of stumbling around. They'll get real poor. It's definitely not a quick death, but kind of a slow, painful death. So our management strategy is to, you know, liberalize harvest, do away with the 3-point rule, and try to manage a younger deer herd.
Yeah. So if somebody's out hunting, they have a deer tag and they see one that you can tell, is it okay to shoot them, but then it not go against your tag, or do you have to have a tag no matter what? I mean, if you can tell the deer is dying.
Right. If it's out of season, my recommendation would be that they call somebody with Game and Fish, our Calico Rock office, or our 1-800 number, and just report that, you know, they're seeing a sick deer, and give a location, and somebody can come out and take a look and dispose of it if necessary. If it's, you know, if it's deer in season where it's legal to shoot that animal, I would shoot that animal and then make the phone call and you know, let the biologist or wildlife officer come out and make that determination there.
Sure, and dispose of it and test it and all that. Yeah, yeah, that'd be good. That's a shame, but like I said, it's been around
a long time.
Long time, so it's not going away anytime soon.
Right.
Yeah. Does it affect any other animal, or is it basically in the deer?
I think it can be in like all cervids, which is the family that deer are in, but basically with what we have, in the state, it would be limited to the deer and the elk.
Yeah, so it's not being passed on to a bear or a raccoon or something.
And I mean, it's like I said, it's weird. It showed up 2 or 3 years ago in Europe for the first time in reindeer, and you're like, well, how did it get from here to there?
Yeah, like I say, it can be in the soil, dormant.
It can be in the soil, dormant.
And so over there, it could have just been somebody messing with the land, turned the land, and it came out and got in.
Exactly.
Yeah. Dang, that's something
Still
else.
a lot we don't know. But
I know, right?
We're trying to find out, you know, more as we can.
So if you do happen to kill one of these deer, it's good to call the Arkansas Game and Fish and have them come test it. And just the area that you're in, especially if you're in an area that wasn't on that map, definitely give you guys a call. So
yeah, and that is a good point. I mean, even if you're not in a tier 1 or a tier 2, or you're close to 1, or just want to know, I mean, it helps us out to to carry those, and then we can, track the spread across the state and implement regulations if we need to in other areas.
Yeah, very good. All right, it's 7:44, almost 7:45, so we'll go ahead and take a break, and we'll come back with more information from Tim Burnley of the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission.
Ever been in a cave before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the car!
But how will we?
The car! Your offer has been accepted. Ever bought a house before?
It's our first time.
All right.
Where are you going?
I'll see you at the closing.
But how will we?
The closing!
It's a matter of taste, and at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home, delicious taste is all you will find. Enjoy signature crafted pizzas and appetizers, as well as oven-baked sandwiches, quesadillas, salads, pastas, and desserts. When it comes time to relax or meet up with friends, Brick Oven Pizza has you covered. Handmade cocktails and ice-cold beer are always available at their fully stocked bar. No time to dine in? No problem. Call in your order and use Brick Oven's convenient drive-thru window for all your to-go orders. It's a matter of taste at Brick Oven Pizza Company in Mountain Home.
Have you ever noticed every time you wash your car, you end up wetter than the actual car? Next time, run down to Car Care and let the friendly staff put a smile on your face. Car Care of Mountain Home has a variety of services to clean your vehicle's needs, inside and out. From a simple wash and shine to their outstanding detailed services. Located 1525 Highway 62 East in Mountain Home. Stop by Car Care Mountain Home today, because driving a clean car always makes you feel good.
At Connor Family Funeral Home, our goal is to provide our friends and neighbors with caring, compassionate services at an affordable price. Connor Family is a full-service funeral home that offers a wide range of services to meet your family's needs and customs. We are the first on-site crematory in the area and provide many options to memorialize your loved ones and address all the details for a more personalized service. Where compassion and affordability meet, Connor Family Funeral Home in Mountain Home.
When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, it's our desire that you think about finding a way to live your life to the fullest while living with a serious illness. If you ever need help and support, we provide a team of healthcare professionals and volunteers that will support your physical, emotional, and spiritual aspects of life while doing the same for your family and caregivers in the comfort of your own home or wherever you call home. When you think about Hospice of the Ozarks, we hope that you grant us permission to walk on the journey with you. Your not-for-profit option since 1979.
When you're out
Welcome back to the morning show on XL7-TV. Our guest Tim Burnley's here visiting about all things Arkansas Game and Fish. And it looks like on the calendar is the Arkansas Game and Fish National Hunting and Fishing Day.
That is this Saturday, September 24th, coincides with the opening day of bow season. So, there's special things around the state that coincide with that. One thing that I saw that's a pretty neat deal is down at Bass Pro in Little Rock. They're having a Hunters Feeding the Hungry event. Any hunters that have wild game in their freezer from last year, they're getting ready to hunt this year and freshen that up and need a place to go, they'll gladly take that, and then it's distributed to people that can really use that.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Nice.
So it looks like there's several fishing derbies around the state as well, including, I guess, the closest one probably to here is over at the Mammoth Springs National Fish Hatchery. Has an event over there.
Yeah, you can find all of this. You go to Arkansas Game and Fish, and you can see here the latest news, 5 ways to introduce new hunters and anglers. You click on that, and here we'll go ahead and click on that. And then you scroll down, and you can see there's a link right here. That link took me to this page, and look at all the different events they've got. Fishing events, fishing derbies, marksmanship challenges, and look, Fredberry Cricket Creek Nature Center in Yellville. She comes
we've
on
got we've got stuff going on. It's hard for even me to keep up with,
I know,
with
right?
everything that.
Yeah, Energy Park Hot Springs registration, Lake Centerton, Lake Diffenbacher, Texarkana area, Reynolds Park, and Paragould. I mean, it's just spread all across the state. Busby Lake, Mammoth Springs, and it looks like from 8 to 9 a.m. on Saturday, you have, if you live in any area, you're going to have something you can go to.
Something you can go take part in.
The marksmanship challenges. All right, that's it. I can't talk no more. Show's over. Thanks for watching. Saturday, September 24th, 10 to 2. And in our neck of the woods, Fredberry Crooked Creek Nature Center in Yellville, Arkansas. So, yeah.
And they've got so much going on over there. They always got stuff going on.
They have a busy schedule, that is for sure.
Let me tell you, I use this site all the time, and it's easy. It's agfc.com, take you right into there. They've got everything on there, from the deer stuff to any kind of hunting, any type of event that's going on, just information. There's videos to watch. You guys have got so much on there. Plus, I did want to mention the app, the AGFC app. I keep it on my phone when I'm deer hunting. That's how I check in my deer.
Right.
That's how I order all my licenses from there.
That's right.
I do everything from my phone now, and it's so handy not to have to go in and wait in line and do all that stuff. You can just do it right there in the comfort of your home, right there on the AGFC app. Check in your deer, do everything.
One other, thing they have at Fredberry is an archery range, and we have several scattered across the state. So, a lot of people live in the city. Even in the country, it's finding, it's tougher and tougher to find places to get out and target practice. So we do have these locations across the state where you can go shoot and get ready for hunting season. So.
Right. If you want to know these facilities, go ahead and bring up the website. Up here at the top, you see the commission, and I've already clicked on it, but facilities. And you scroll down the AGFC Nature Centers, and they're all across the state. You can see here, you can go click on any one of these. There's the one closest to us, Fredberry. And they have a calendar of all their events, the overview of the facility, where they're at, what they're doing. It's really cool. Go to the calendar, Nature Center events, and see Marksmanship Challenge on the 24th, Botanical Bundle, Dying. I have no idea what that is, but
I don't either.
But so they have so much stuff going on there. We usually visit with Heather Pittman when she comes on, and it's amazing. It really is. I still need to get over there. We've talked about this multiple times. I haven't been able to get over there yet just to check the place out. But
we need to plan a trip.
We do need to plan a trip. Go by there and see.
Go live over there one morning on site.
Right.
There you go. There you go.
That'd be a good
Do
time.
a remote live.
Yeah.
It's truly a nice place, and that area was all provided by a generous donation from a private citizen, and it's just been an amazing piece of property and facility to have in our arsenal. So
the center was opened and dedicated on June 17th of 2005. So it's been there 17 years, and I still haven't gone. But really, I mean, before I started doing the show, all of this I didn't have any idea about until I started giving interviews. I still don't know a lot, but every time I go to this website, I find out something new.
I can attend to that. He still doesn't know a lot.
I still don't
right.
know.
And that's a challenge to us because we're in this every day.
Yes.
So we feel like everybody knows what we do, but we've made a more concerted effort in the last few years. I mean, we're on Facebook. We send out constant contact emails, try to keep our website up to date, just get things out in every conceivable form of media so that people do know we're out there. And
even still print. She came in and had that neat little guide that you guys put out that has it was thick too, lots of information. If you can get your hands on one of those, and you don't want to go online, you go grab one of them books, because a lot of people still like that. Yeah, tangible. Yeah, that's very good. Well, anything else on the agenda that we've got a few minutes left?
Oh, one thing I was going to mention with hunting season coming up is, and this is not associated with Game and Fish, but yesterday I discovered it's called the Arkansas Blood Trailing Network page on Facebook. These guys have good blood trailing dogs. They're almost in every county in the state. There's a map on the website, and then a list by county of who's where. They'll respond if you go through the website. They'll respond just about any time of day or night, and bring their dog out talk to you on the phone, find out the details. Sometimes they can help you find a deer without coming out, but if they need to, they can bring their dog out. And I've got a 12-and-a-half-year-old chocolate lab who, 3 or 4 years ago was a really good tracking dog. And, especially with the kids, it can turn what's a very disappointing moment from shooting an animal and not thinking they're going to recover it into a really good moment when they actually retrieve that deer. So that's something people may be interested in. And
Definitely. Have you
everybody's been, anybody that's done deer hunting has been there where they shot that deer and for some magical reason you're losing the blood trail and the thing's hit, it's injured, it's having problems, but you just can't track it down.
Yeah.
And if you're going to call somebody with the dog, my best recommendation is when it gets to that point, don't start doing the stumble and run that we all want to do and making circles and spreading out and contaminating that scent trail.
Sure.
If you realize this is going to be a difficult track, just back out and call somebody, and that way the dog has a better chance of picking up on that scent trail and finding the animal. So.
Have either of you ever had one getaway that you didn't find?
I've had several getaway that, I think if you hunt long enough,
it's going to happen.
It's going to happen to you.
Yeah. It hasn't happened to me.
I've had some get away on some other people's buggies, I think. But that has happened. I tracked one time, and it went through, and it kept laying down, and so you give it time, and you kind of just back off, let it do its thing, and so it lost so much blood. And it would still get up and was gone. Every time I got there, you could see spots where he laid down and then a whole trail where he's going. And we tracked this thing for miles. And it just kept going and kept going. And finally, it gets in this little opening where this is the little path. It's not really a road. It's more of a path. And you could see where it laid down and just was bleeding. And then you see these ATV tracks coming up and then leaving off. And you kind of see where it's smeared over. I was like, yeah, they took my deer.
Yeah.
They got it.
That brings up another good point. If you are following one and it crosses off of your property onto the neighbor's property,
sure.
Make sure you reach out to them and get permission. I know we have instances every year where somebody just was trying to recover their deer, but they didn't make that contact, and now they're trespassing on somebody else's property. So just be a good neighbor. And
might not even realize that they did.
Right, reach out to those people. So.
You just get to think of the hunt, and you're traveling trying to find it, and you don't even realize how far you've gone. Like you said, you went a couple miles.
OnX Hunt, I don't know if you have that on your phones. That's a good tool. The property lines aren't let's say legally accurate.
Sure.
But they are a good representation, and the benefit of OnX Hunt to some other programs is that you can go in and download the ownership maps for the properties you're hunting, and then even if you're down there and you don't have any signal, you can access those. And that's always been a limitation of some of the other programs. If you didn't have signal, you didn't have maps. But, that gives you that function on there as well, so you can.
And that's called what again?
OnX.
OnX.
OnX. On X. That is good. I have to remember that.
And it has applications for fishing, for mushroom hunters, just anybody that's outdoors doing whatever.
Hunting.
See, you learn something new every day.
I write that one down. I don't want to forget that one because one day I might hunt. It'd be nice.
I'm going to take you hunting.
You're going to take me hunting. I've had so many people tell me that. I don't know what it is. I just have it. That first time kind of ruined me for it. It was so cold.
Right. Well, that's what I live for. See, this weather we're having now is, well, actually today's supposed to be pretty nice, but I'm ready for the cold weather.
Yeah, I've went out to go hunting, and it's nice and warm outside. It's like I can't do this.
Right.
It's not right.
Yeah.
It's just not right.
Do you both do all kinds? Do you do bow and muzzleloader and rifle, or? I
mainly bow and rifle. I do have a muzzleloader. I just don't personally have enough experience with it to be comfortable using it.
Yeah. Tim, do you do?
I do all three.
You do all three?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I used to have, back in the day when we were shooting the percussion cap muzzleloaders, they were sometimes not as reliant as we would want them, and turned a lot of people off. But guys, these new, inline muzzle loaders with that shoot the 209 primers and stuff, they're just about as reliable as your old 270 sitting on the shelf. And they've even got some out now that have the ballistics of a 6.5 Creedmoor. I mean, so they're legitimate 300-yard guns anymore.
300 yards, wow.
It's just another week. Well, it's actually a little more than a week. It's 9 days in October, and then I believe there's another 3-day season in December.
Great. Well, we have run out of time. We appreciate y'all watching. Tim, good visiting
with you. All right,
we'll
be back sometime.
Yeah, glad to have you on.
Right.
Y'all have yourself a wonderful day. We'll be back tomorrow with Bob Rechtenwald and all kinds of stuff. Have a good day.